Elsa and Rapunzel, the Royal Ball. Once upon a time, in the magnificent kingdom of Arendelle, Princess Elsa and Princess Rapunzel decided to host a grand royal ball. The entire kingdom buzzed with excitement as invitations were sent far and wide, heralding the most splendid event of the year. The palace was adorned with shimmering decorations, and the gardens were lit with 1,000 twinkling lights. It was going to be a night to remember. As the sun dipped below the horizon, Elsa and Rapunzel, resplendent in their exquisite gowns, descended the grand staircase to greet their guests. The ballroom was filled with nobles, princes, and dignitaries from neighboring kingdoms. The music played softly, and couples swayed gracefully across the polished marble floor. Everything seemed perfect. But just as the clock struck midnight, an ominous shadow fell over the ballroom. A gust of cold wind swept through, extinguishing the candles and freezing the guests in their tracks. It was none other than the mischievous villain, the ice sorcerer. Elsa recognized him immediately, her face etched with a mixture of surprise and anger. The ice sorcerer had long been a thorn in her side, always attempting to seize her powers for his nefarious purposes. With a sly grin, the ice sorcerer conjured icy minions that skated across the floor, causing panic among the guests. The princesses knew they had to act quickly. Elsa summoned her ice magic, creating a protective barrier around her and Rapunzel. Rapunzel, in turn, unfurled her long golden hair, using it as a whip to knock down the advancing ice minions. The two princesses joined forces, their powers working in harmony. Elsa sent ice shards toward the ice sorcerer, who countered with blasts of frigid air. The battle between good and evil raged on as the guests watched in awe and fear. Meanwhile, in a hidden alcove, Olaf, the snowman, and Maximus, Rapunzel's loyal horse, teamed up to distract the ice sorcerer's minions. Olaf cracked jokes and performed silly antics, while Maximus charged at the icy foes with his mighty hooves. Together, they created a diversion that allowed Elsa and Rapunzel to gain the upper hand. With a final, powerful blast of ice, Elsa encased the ice sorcerer in a solid block of ice, rendering him powerless. The guests cheered as the threat was vanquished, and warmth returned to the ballroom. The royal ball continued, but this time it was even more magical than before. The guests danced with renewed enthusiasm, and Elsa and Rapunzel were hailed as heroes. As the clock approached midnight once again, the two princesses shared a quiet moment of reflection. Every ball has its unexpected turn, but we always manage to overcome it together, Elsa said, smiling at Rapunzel. Rapunzel nodded. That's what makes our adventures so special. And so, the Grand Royal Ball continued late into the night, a celebration of not only the kingdom's unity but also the enduring bond between two extraordinary princesses. Little did they know that more adventures and challenges awaited them in the future, but they were ready to face them as a team, no matter what unexpected turns lay ahead. The end.